Hi, this is Lavanya. Today we are discussing about the topic Unix file permission is nothing but how to use the chmod command in Unix or Linux environment. Before using the chmod command, there is very important topics we will learn is the three types of file permissions. The file permission is an important component of Unix that provides a secure method for storing the files. Every file in Unix has following attributes. Those are the owner permissions, group permissions and other permissions. Owner permissions. The owner permissions determine that what actions that the owner of the file can perform on the file. And group permissions. The group permissions determine what actions a user who is a member of group that file belongs to and can perform on that file. And other permissions is nothing but the permission for other indicates what action all other users can perform on that file. These are the three types of major file permissions we will discuss in chmod command. Next topic is file access mode. These are the very important concepts in the chmod command. That is nothing but read permission, write permission, execute permission. These are the basic building blocks of the Unix file permissions are read, write and execute. What is read? The read grants the capability to read, that is, view the contents of a file or a directory. Means it is used for viewing the contents in the file. It is nothing but who are the read grants the capability. Write permission grants the capability to modify or remove whatever the changes we are expecting that are done by using the write permissions. Is nothing but by using the modifications, removing the contents or any updating by using this write permission we can do it. Then after that, execute permissions. User with execute permissions can run on a file as a program. These are the three types of access modes we are using in chmod. The main concept of chmod is for changing the file permissions. Basically, every file having mainly three types of permissions: read, write and execute, and three types of users. Those are owner permission, user permission and other permissions. These are the three users and these are the three access modes we are using in chmod command. Okay, before discussing that chmod command, what is the major purpose of chmod command? To change file or directory permissions, you use the chmod command. There are the two methods we are using for chmod command. One is the symbolic mode and second one is the absolute mode or numeric mode. These are the two methods we are using for chmod command. What is the purpose? See, while using the chmod command, before that we are using see here ls minus l. This is the ls minus l. What is the purpose of ls minus l command? Is listing the files. Before that, the ls command, only the ls command represents listing of files, and ls minus l command represents long listing format. Means whenever you are typing this ls minus l command, then the immediate output will be like this. So rwx help. Before earlier we are discussing what are the rwx. Here rwx are the access modes. Those are read, write and execute. Read, write, execute. The first half, the three read, write, execute. The first part indicates the users and second part owners, and second part is the groups, and third part is the other permissions. Means here the user having all the permissions and group having all the permissions and other having only read permission. If you want to change the permissions, we are using two methods. Those are symbolic mode and absolute mode. The absolute mode is also called numeric mode. Here the symbolic mode. In symbolic mode, we are having mainly three types of operators. Those are plus, minus and equal to. The plus. What is the purpose of plus is adds the designed permission to a file or a directory. Means if you want to add any permissions, for example, your file having only read permission. If you want to add write permission to your file, you in that situation you use that plus operator, and minus, next operator is minus one, minus. The main purpose of minus operator is to remove the designed permission from a file or directory. If you want to remove any write permission to your file, so you can, in that situation you can use minus, and next operator is equal to. What is the next operator equal to? The equal to operator is sets the designated permission, is nothing but you want to set all read permissions or all write permissions or read write permissions, whatever you want to set, that will be set by using that equal to operator and adding the permission. This is a very important example and easy example to learn how to adding the permission in symbolic mode. For example, before using the chmod command, you have to check which permission your file having. Here the test file is your file name and the command is ls-l. What is the purpose of ls-l? The ls-l represents the long listing format. Whenever you type this ls-l command, immediately 8 read write permissions will be displayed. See here, the first part is represents owner permission, and second part is represents group permissions, and third one is the other permissions. And after that, these are the users and the time, and here text file is the file name, is nothing but ls-l space file name. If you want to check the permissions of your file, this is a very important command. So now you want to change your permission, then you can use chmod command. Here the other permission having only read permission. Once again check, the first 3 represents the owner, and second 3 represents the group, and third one represents the other. Here the other permission having only read. If I want to add wx, is nothing but a write and execute to the file text file, is nothing but my file, then immediately the chmod command helps to add the permission to your file, that is by using plus operator. The chmod command how to add the permissions to your file is for example, here I chmod space o plus wx is nothing but, here o means other permission, is nothing but here we are having only r. I want to add wx also, that's why you add by 0 o is nothing but o plus wx is nothing but for adding the permission to your file. And next, after adding, you can see here rwx, rwx, rwx means here missing wx. By using chmod command, I can add wx also. This is the major important part of in symbolic mode. After that, how to removing a file in a symbolic mode. Before we are discussing about the how removing the file permissions, let us see ls-l command. What is the purpose of ls-l command is for long listing the file, is nothing but whenever you are typing ls-l command along with your file, immediately the permissions of that file will be displayed. If you want to remove all the permissions to your file, is nothing but here we are for example, here user having all the permissions, reader also having all the permissions, and group also having all permissions. I want to remove execute permission to user, so then I use u minus x. Here minus is the operator for removing your file permission to your file. By using that we are using minus operator. After that, see rw, the user having only read write, because we are removing x here, that's why the user having only rwx. After that, set the file permissions. Here I want to set rx to the group permission. So the command is g equal to rx. Whenever you type g equal to rx along with the chmod, Immediately the Rx will be set to the all permissions in your file. After that, numeric mode. What is the main purpose of numeric mode? Before that, we are discussing about numeric mode. Once again we will repeat what is the symbolic mode. In symbolic mode we are using only operators like plus, minus and equal. But in numeric mode we are using the numbers, is nothing but decimal numbers also. Here you can see the table. Here we are having 0 to 7. 0 to 7. The first one 0. What is the 0 here? Here 0 represents the no permissions. What is the no permission here? Means here 0 represents the no permissions, means RWX is nothing here, means 0. And 1 for execute, and here 1 represents the execute permission, and 2 represents the write permission, and 3 represents the write and execute permission. Is nothing but 1 plus 2. 1 we already know 1 is the execute and 2 is the write, and fourth one is the read permission, and fifth one is the read and execute permissions. 4 plus 1 equal to 5 is nothing but 4 equal to read and execute equal 1 is the execute. So we are using here both read and write, read and execute permissions. So mainly we are consider all these. The major parts are, major numbers are 1 and 2 and 4. Means here 4 represents the read and 2 represents the write and 1 represents the execute permissions. Okay, for addition of 1 plus 2 plus 4 equal to 7 is nothing but 7 here. 7 means 4 plus 2 plus 1 is the 7, means is nothing but all permissions. It is a very important number and permission in that numeric method or absolute method. The 7 is nothing but all permissions. Let us see the example of numeric mode. Here is an example using, for example, my file is the text file again, and the file having the read WX per owner and read WX per group, but only read for others. Here then each example in chmod command from the proceeding table is run on text file followed by ls minus l. So you can see the permissions changes. I put here LC 755 text file. Here chmod command with 755. We know 7 is nothing but all permissions. What is the 5 here? So let us see. The 5 is nothing but 4 plus is read plus 1 is nothing but rx. So the 7 means rx and 5 means x. Again here rx. Okay, see here. So Rx and Rx. See here. This is the first part and this is the second part. Rx, this represents the owner and this represents the group and this represents the other permissions. And again second example is $chmod 743 and text file. Text file is my file name. And after typing the ls minus l command, the output is rwx. So we know the 7 represents the all permissions and 4 represents the read permission and 3 represents the and 3 represents the execute permission. So everything in the file, if you want to change the permissions in absolute and numeric mode are very easy in Unix programming. Thank you very much. Thank you. Tutorial point.